Next, we would like to welcome Swami Prapanananda to take the next session. About Swami Prapanananda. About Swami Prapanananda, he is currently the minister and teacher of Vedanta Society of Sacramento, California. Immediately starting in Ramakrishna Mutt and taking sannyasa, Swami was sent to Rajkot in Gujarat state, where he passed 20 years of his monastic life as an important worker in various fields of the center, including temple service, relief and rehabilitation, publication and book sales, dispensary and library work. He spent 2 years in Belur Math for spiritual studies. In March 1989, Swami Prapanananda was sent to America to become the Assistant Minister of Vedanta Society of Sacramento. In July 1996, Swami was appointed as Minister and Teacher of Vedanta Society of Sacramento, California. Swami is in Sacramento, California now as the teacher in Vedanta Society. Thank you. And would like to welcome Swami Prapanananda.
The topic?
The topic is on Bhakti Yoga, seeking God with a devotional mind.
Yeah.
I thank Vivekananda Vedanta Center of Connecticut for kindly inviting me to attend this beautiful function. I'm very happy to be here, especially this establishment. That means the buildings and all those things look so good. I cannot imagine that a new center within 15 years can have such a nice place. It is so comfortable, and also sound system is so good that it is very inspiring. And I wish definitely a good success of this center in future. So please come and join your hands to make this center a very successful place. I come from Vedanta Society of Sacramento, and some of you might have seen that place, but those who have not seen that place, I would like to tell a little bit, because most of you are connected with Southern California. That means Hollywood Center, and also there are branches or associated centers with that Southern California Center. Our center was started by Swami Ashokananda, who was in San Francisco, and as you know that Swami Vivekananda during his second time visited Southern California and also Northern California. I think about 40 days he was in San Francisco area. And when he left, he established Vedanta Society of Northern California as a registered body, but with no building and all those things, but there were a group of people who actually ran that. After his going away, Swami Turiyananda came, then Swami Trigunathitanandaji came, and ultimately in 30s, Swami Ashokanandaji took charge of that center, came from India. He was an editor and very powerful speaker. So when he came, many people used to come, and many people used to come in those days from long distances, and especially from Sacramento, many people used to go. And later on, they invited Swamiji to come there to speak to them, and ultimately they said, let us have a center here. And in that way, a piece of land of 7 acres were purchased during that time. And from San Francisco, devotees, monks, and nuns used to go every weekend there and build up that center, buildings and also garden. 7 acres, you can imagine, very big, large property. So it took a long time. The property was purchased in 1950 and it was dedicated in 1964. Long 14 years it took. The reason is that they built it with their own hands. So buildings and garden that we at present are there, they are built by devotees and monks and nuns from San Francisco. Swami Ashokanji passed away in 1969, but before passing away, he made arrangements that San Francisco Center and Berkeley Center, Berkeley and our Sacramento centers are grand centers. He arranged that they will become independent, and in that way, in 1964, and when he passed on, that means in 1969 he passed on, so the two centers became independent, and in 1969, in 1970 actually, the center became Vedanta Society of Sacramento. Previously, it has the Universal Church of Religion, in that way the name was there. And Swami Shraddhanji Maharaj, who was very good friend, or rather, they're very close to, even in India, with Swami Swahananji. You can imagine that Swami Swahananji first came to San Francisco as an assistant minister, and when he passed on, he took charge of the Berkeley Center. And later on, when Swami Prabhuananji passed on, then he came to Southern California. So there is a good connection also in this country between Swami Swahananji and Swami Shraddhanji. The connection was so good that once Swami Shraddhanji went to India for 6 months vacation, and Swami Swahananji used to fill in. That means in the morning he used to give talk in Berkeley, and in the evening he used to come and give talk in Sacramento. And every year after, we see that at the invitation of Swami Swahananji, Shraddhanji used to visit Southern California centers every year. Even during my time also, I used to see that he used to go as a yearly visit to Southern California centers at the invitation of Swami Swahananji. And our center was built up, as I told you, by Swami Ashokananji, and it was planned very nicely, and it looks like a spiritual center, because the buildings and all those things are not haphazard or something bought out and then converted. It was not like that. So it looks good. And it is just all one-story buildings spread out, and also the garden is very beautiful. And we had planted about 225 Italian cypresses all around the border of the property. Very unfortunately, in last I think it is New Year's Eve day, there was a catastrophic storm, and about 50 of them actually fell down. They are very old, and also some of them are diseased. So now we have really cut down many of them who are not really healthy. However, our center usually has a good reputation. I'm not boasting. People say that is the best center of this country. So I invite you all to visit that center at least, because visiting is not very difficult, because when you go to Northern California or San Francisco or Berkeley, many people like to go to Lake Tahoe. It is just in the middle. That means the freeway 90 passes through Sacramento. Just at the middle of that path is Sacramento Center. A little bit you have to drive in. And our center remains open all days, 5 days, from early morning till evening. And we have, I cannot say we have so many devotees, but definitely other than devotees, many people actually use our center for meditation purposes. Unknown people. There are occasions when we meet some people and say that our center, oh, I have been there. I know that is a very beautiful place. I have been there, peace of mind, all those things are there. And then the specialty of our center is that we have half of the portion is Garden of Sense. We have a Garden of Sense which was planned, or it is a brainchild if you call, of Swami Shraddhanji Maharaj, where we have statues of saints of different religions. For example, Saint Francis' statue is there, Christian saint. Then full side, human full side statue of Lord Krishna, and it is on an island. That means there is small boat, and around the statue, and we celebrate our Janmashtami there. Then we have statue of Guru Nanak. Then we have statue of Lord Shiva, Shivagiri. Then statue of Shankaracharya, Shankara Mount. Then we have statue of Mother Mary, that means Our Lady of Guadalupe, statue of Sri Chaitanya, and also Moses and Zoroaster.
Buddha is also there. Buddha.
Buddha you do not have on that.
No?
Right. Now, Buddha and Christ are in the shrine. In Northern California, the style is that Swami Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda, Buddha, and Christ. So that is maintained there also. So this is the description, and I gave the description in a sense that it is a place for spiritual practice, and of course all the centers are spiritual practice, but it will draw you to do spiritual practice. That is the point. And we are there two monastic members, one elderly brahmachari, that he is not ill, American brahmachari. And we have some other devotees and volunteers who are living on that property. So we have a big garden, and it's taken care of by the devotees, and all the things are taken care of by the devotees. An interesting thing that one thing that we have done is that we do not take supply of municipal water. We have our own well, so our water is also very good. That means people come and collect water for drinking because it is not really chemically refined. So whatever it may be, I took long time to introduce it because this is a place where you can practice. This type of place, we can say, is good for spiritual practice and especially practice of devotion. Now, Swami Vivekananda, as you know, he has given 4 lectures. Of course, he has given many lectures, but there are earmarked 4 lectures. That means Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is also very interesting. And also, in a nutshell, he has given description of how to practice and what are the benefits. And as some of you might be knowing, that practice of bhakti is very easy. Easy means Swami Vivekananda has said bhakti yoga is suitable for a person who is not extremely engrossed in sense pleasures and not ready for renunciation. This is exactly what a devotee who is a householder. Because in monastic life, you can understand that you have to give up sense pleasure. That means you have to be renunciate. You have to be what is called you cannot marry, and also what is called other austerity and all those things are really a part of the monastic life. But monastic life is exclusively dedicated for spiritual practices. That means a person who is capable or wants to do spiritual practice throughout life, they do not enter into the householder's life and take to monastic vows. But what about the householders? That means those who don't want, cannot do that much. So are they will be left in the practice of spirituality? Will they not try to reach God? So Swami Vivekananda is saying that this type of persons who cannot really give up all the sense pleasures and at the same time cannot renounce everything, for them the yoga is very, very suitable. And in fact, most of the people, those who are spiritually minded, you see, somehow or other they fall into this category. Some intellectuals are there who are really brain oriented. They can think about God, how to reach God by intellectual arguments and such other things. Some people might be having control of the mind, and in that way, there are not too many as there are a number of people who are seeking God out of devotion. Then this is the first criterion we can see, and in many places, Swami Vivekananda has given, other than the Bhakti Yoga, many places he has talked about Bhakti Yoga. But what is the origin of Bhakti Yoga? And if you go through the Puranas, you will find that there are stories how actually Bhakti Yoga came on this universe. You can say at that time, civilization was probably limited to southern. I do not know actually, but I guess that it was limited to South Asia, which is the Indian subcontinent, you can say. In this way, actually, spirituality was developed there. So it is said that after creation, that means Lord Brahma created this universe. He came out of ultimate reality, Brahman. After creating the whole universe, he found or he thought that, well, I have created all those things, and people means that all the creatures. That means they will grow, and other people will be. But how they will find God? Because without God, actually, they will be born and die, and born and die, and they will just what is called with their limited life, they will spend the what is called they will I cannot suffer, but they will be devoid of the joy of reaching God. Or if they continue, actually, there is no end of this continuation. So he thought that now it is good to what is called some clue how to get liberation. That means how to reach God. In that way, he thought. Then he gave instructions to his mental son. That means in those days or during his time, there was no creation. So out of his wish, actually, he created what is called spiritual sons, and one of them was Narada. Narada was created, and he was given the charge of what is called spreading spirituality. And this is the story as you can show, but there should be some basis or what is called origin of what is called this bhakti yoga. That means practice of devotion. Narada was born. That means that was the first time, but again he was born. That after he passed on or whatever it may be, and he was born as a son of a widow. Widow means that his father has passed on. Then actually probably he was born, and his mother actually was in a Brahmin's family or in a sage's retreat. So there they used to take care of the Brahmin or the sages, and there he used to listen. When he was born as a child, 5 years old or 6 years old, he used to listen this spiritual derivation. And from a very early age, actually, he had imbibed to reach God, that is to realize God, because by listening, that desire came to his mind. But he could not leave because his mother was there. So after his mother's passing away, actually, he renounced and then started doing intense spiritual practice. And intense spiritual practice means that he himself was in the previous birth was a great sage, and naturally he got the vision of Lord Vishnu. And it so happened that Lord Vishnu came and saw Narada, and Narada also saw him. But it so happened that it was a sudden. That means he came and he went away. In that way, actually, it happened. Then Narada was very much disappointed. Said, well, I could not really talk to my heart's content to my chosen ideal, and he was very much upset. Then from the voice of heaven, it said that Narada, I know that you are not satisfied, but I tell you that I did it purposely. Why purposely? That means you will always long for me. And not only long for me, you have to do the message, that means spiritual message, that by doing spiritual practice and love for God, one can reach me. This message you have to spread throughout the world. So that was the mission that was given, and it is believed that Lord Vishnu gave him the blessing that will live forever. That we do not know whether physically he is living, but definitely message of spirituality according to devotion is really still spreading, and it is a very important spiritual practice that is still alive. So in this way, we see that is the story of how, if somebody says that how this origin of Bhakti Yoga came to this world, it is a sort of description of that. Now later on, we see that Lord Krishna was born, and he actually was one of the greatest propagator of devotion by his life as well as by his teaching. There are two teachings we can see that by teaching, if you mean that there are instruction, that means one-to-one instruction. Of course, in his life, he has. We see there are many occasions when actually people loved him, and in that way, that is also a practice of spirituality, you can say. But by instruction, in two places actually, he has given bhakti yoga to us. One is during the time of Kurukshetra war, he instructed Arjuna, his disciple, about all the yogas, all the spiritual rules in a nutshell. That means within 3 hours or 3.5 hours, actually, he gave him instruction. Many of you know the situation. But there was another occasion which is very important. Many people may not be know that, but it happened in this way. When after the Kurukshetra war, everything was very much settled and things were running very well. After say 50 years or so, the mission of Lord Krishna, that means he came to revive religion, what is called re-establish righteousness. So that mission was over. So the time came for him to leave the world. He was incarnation of Lord Vishnu, God himself. So he was contemplating, and he announced that yes, my time has come. Any moment, actually, I can leave this earth. And he had a good friend. Good friend means they're together, and also distant relative. That means they said they are cousins also. His name was Uddhava. As you know, Krishna actually migrated with his clan. That means Yadavas actually migrated towards the west. They were in Mathura area. Then actually, because of the what is called different elements that were disturbing them, they migrated to the extreme western part of India, which is known as Dwarka. So they lived there. So when Uddhava heard that his dear friend and also teacher, he got time to time instruction from Krishna, and he came running, said that, well, I have heard that you are leaving your body, so you please take me with you. So Lord Krishna said, how it is possible? Everybody has its karma. Until the karma is finished, one cannot leave the body. So Uddhava was a learned person. He understood Krishna's point. Then he said that if you leave and I have to stay on earth, please instruct me how to live on this earth. Then actually Lord Krishna gave him some instruction, and that is actually that we see is a practice of devotion. It differs from what he had said to Arjuna and what he said to Uddhava, because Arjuna was inspired to do his work. That means what was meant, or the way he was built, that was suitable for him. And he was young of course, by their standard was young because they were about 70 years old at that time. But when Lord Krishna left his body, he was about 120 years old, 120 or 25 years old. And Uddhava also almost of the same age. So he understood that it is not proper or it is not possible because Uddhava was always a devotee. So he instructed him that after I leave my body, you go to Himalayas, Badrikashram, and then you continue to practice your spirituality, and also instruct others how to practice this practice of devotion, spirituality in the line of devotion, and in that way spend your rest of your life. And that is known as Uddhava Gita. I had the occasion of what is called giving a retreat at Washington DC, a center long back on Uddhava Gita. So Lord Krishna, as we know, that he is not only the author of this action-oriented Bhagavad Gita, but he is also author of what is called deliberation on the basis of devotion, which he gave to Uddhava. Now, as I told you, there is a tradition which has come down how actually spiritual practice according to devotion should be practiced. And that was enunciated long back by Narada. And that is very worth remembering, because in general, always we have some entity, that means some ideal in front of us, whom actually we worship or we direct our devotion. So whoever it may be. So in that way, when we like to do what is called uh, practice devotion, pointing to that, there are ways by which actually it can be done systematically. Systematically means that means I love you and I like God, but I do not know actually how to increase it or what actually will make my practice of devotion successful. So Narada actually in one place has given told his instructions are enumerated in one of the books which is known as Narada Bhakti Sutra, and there actually it is said that Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam Bandhanam, Dasam, Sakham Atma Nivedanam. That means there are categories, that means there are certain acts that you can do. In Karma Yoga, you do work, whatever work comes in a spiritual matter. In Jnana Yoga, you apply your mind to know what is real and what is unreal. In Raja Yoga or in the practice of control of the mind, you know that you have to purify your mind. That means mind has to be purified. So there are methods. So in the same way, actually, there are methods that by practicing which we can we devote, you can we intensify our practice of devotion, and in that way one can be successful. So what is Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam Bandhanam Dasam, Sokham Atma Nivedanam. Shravanam means listening to the stories of the Lord, reading Holy Company. As you know, all the gods and goddesses and all the avatars that have come down on earth, we have some literature, a sort of literature, very old or maybe current, but there are some records. And by reading them, and also what is called stories about them, we can really increase our devotion. That is one way of practice of devotion. Then there is kirtanam, singing of glories. There are kirtanas which has come down to us for all gods and goddesses we find coming from the Puranas and also recent ones, avatars. We have glories composed in the form of songs. So that is also singing also increases devotion. Smaranam also, that is constant remembrance. Constant remembrance means, and it is a sort of meditation, you can say, that remembering our chosen ideal, say Krishna or Kali, whatever it may be. And in that way also, there are also some short mantras, which by repeating that also, that has come down as a tradition. That means previously people have done the practices, so in that way tradition has come down. By following them also, we can increase our devotion. Then Padasevanam. Padasevanam means, that means serving his devotees. That means like-minded people, if they gather together and then help each other, that also increases devotion. Actually, we do like that. That means our centers are meant for that type of, that means we gather together in the name of what is called practice of devotion dedicated to some entity, Sri Ramakrishna Holy Mother or Swami Vivekananda. That is a sort of Padasevanam, we can say, that serving his devotees. Mutually we help each other, do activities together. That is also a part of the what is increasing devotion. Then Archanam, ritualistic worship. There are symbols, signs, pictures, and such other things in many places which are associated. In case of Lord Krishna, you can see that Dwarka is there. Then there is Mathura, Vrindavan, all these places are associated with him. And going there, you will find there are regular worship. And that can be done anywhere by a devotee, by offering different things. The way actually we offer or you entertain guests. That means as if God as a person has come to us, and in that way we are entertaining. So that also is a part of spiritual practice. Then there are others, bandhanam. Bandhanam means circumambulating. There are temples, many places there are big temples of different gods and goddesses. By circumambulating and also thinking of God at that time is also a part of the practice. Then doing all work for his sake, which is almost like karma yoga. It sounds like karma yoga. That means any work that we do, other than the work of ritualistic worship, we do many works. That means for our family, for our society, we need to do work. So when you do work, just think that this work I am doing for the sake of my Lord. Then coming to enter into a relationship with God. This is very important in a sense that God is at a distant place. So naturally we feel that there is no connection with God between me and God. But just mentally we can think that God is probably my master or God may be my father or mother. That type of attitude, if we can have with God, then that will be helpful. You can, in the case of Lord Krishna, you see physically, that means during that life, Lord Krishna was friend of Arjuna, friend of Uddhava. So in that way, though they were teacher, but the real relationship were like that. So we can also think in that way a sort of relationship. That means Daso, Sokho, Madhuro, and there are several others by which actually we can relate ourselves with God. Then complete surrender. Atmanivedam as it is called. By that means you are the Lord, I am your child. That means I do not have anybody to look after me. I completely depend upon me. That type of attitude is very good for the practice of devotion. So in this way, we see that practice of devotion is really very helpful and simple also. As I told you at the beginning, that it has been said that bhakti yoga actually suitable for person. That means if somebody think that I am not really suitable for karma yoga, probably I am something difficulties that is there in my doing work. Somebody may be not too intellectual, or somebody may not be having the capacity to control the mind. What they'll do? Will they miss God? No, there is a way by which actually the person can reach God, and Bhakti Yoga is the royal path for that. So these are the, in a nutshell, what is Bhakti Yoga and what else we need to do.
Yeah. They can ask questions.
All right.
They can-
Questions? Okay. Please raise your hand and have some question because I know all are you are devotees, you know all those things, but it is good to recapitulate.
Next question.
No question. All right, please.
Bhakti Yoga. Moji, sorry.
Hello, Swamiji. My name is Sarita. I have a question for you. Between all the yogas, but between Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga, would you say both are paths to leading to the Lord, or is one better than the other?
That depends upon the individual. Some according to the constitution of the person, yoga is suitable. Somebody may be suitable for Jnana Yoga, somebody may be suitable for Karma Yoga. But by their nature, mental capacity and nature, circumstances, it depends upon that. So there is nothing which is better and which is lower. It is nothing like that. It is according to suitability, and teacher actually can figure that out. Teachers will tell, oh, you are not really cannot control your mind, or you are very much active, so you go for karma yoga. In that way, actually, it can be decided.
So is there two slokas in Jnana Yoga. One is Yatha Idamsi Samidagni Sasat Kurutajuna, Ganagni Sarvakarmani Vasasat Kurtetota, everything is burnt off by Gyan.
Yeah.
And second is Tat Sam Joshan Siddhi Ghanatun Vishati. I mean, so those two slokas, and after that he tells in one sloka who gets the Gyan. Then he says, Sadhavan Lote Gyanam Tat Prasam, Jasang Jatendra, Kanam Bhakta Pramshan Majan Devachati. So, yeah, the third sloka he says like, Shraddha is the thing which is very synonymous to Bhakti. And if you have that to your Guru or to the literature, then you get the Gyan. So, starting point seems to be having first Bhakti and Shraddha to the source of the Gyan, and then you get the Gyan. So, as she asked, like, what is better, and you said it is up to the person, and then it seems there is a path to go forward, which starts at Bhakti, Shraddha, then it comes, Gyan comes to the person.
Yes, actually, Sri Ramakrishna has said that means all the yogas lead to the same path. So when if one is successful, say one has reaches the goal, he will have Jnana automatically. That there's no doubt about that. And if somebody goes to Jnana to the highest, then he will not be devoid of what is called bhakti also, because he has reached the goal, and the goal is the thing that he is wanted. So automatically his mind will be devoted to that. Here.
Maharaj, basically, you had advised us to follow our Shadharma. Besides Guru, there must be some ways where we could know how to find our Shadharma so that we can follow that path.
Actually, I think it is possible, but I am not sure. But Swami Vivekananda has said that one can reach God, but it will be it will be easier, and it will be one will get incentive in the practice by having a teacher. Suppose somebody goes to school and gets the help of a teacher, and you can imagine that will definitely help in the learning process. And you can imagine somebody is reading from the by his own effort, that will be slower. So to speed up, it is important to have Guru. That is why Swami Vivekananda has said that one should have Guru, and he even has said that very few persons actually reached God without the help of Guru.
That was not what I wanted. How do I know our Sadharma?
Yeah.
Guru will tell me the path, but how would I know?
Guru will tell you what is a sadharma. That means your nature will be open to, because he is a specialist. That means, like a doctor, he will be able to tell what is your disease. So here actually, what is your spiritual nature, Guru will be able to figure out.
Thank you.
Hey Swamiji, I'm Kim. I was just wondering, can a guru be any person? Like, does it have to be, you have to be like a qualified guru to like perform this task of like raising somebody up to this level? Or can it just be like Eckhart Tolle or someone you hear on YouTube and really connect with?
Actually, it is good to have a guru who belongs to an organization, where actually there is check and balance type of thing. If somebody is alone by himself, he might be very good, but it is for ordinary person, it is very difficult to figure out who is a genuine guru or just a commercial guru or something like that.
Any other questions from anyone, please? Maharaj, thank you so much for
All
your
right,
time.
nice talking to you.
You are coming, Maharaj is here for the first time, so we invite Maharaj for coming back again. But Maya Leela will be offering from all of us pranams to Maharaj with a bouquet of flowers. Photo. We have to take a photo. Stay.
Yeah, stay there.
Take a photo. And smile. Thank you.
Big smile. Yeah. She got $6 for that tooth.
You can take one.
Not good.
You take one.
We can take one, please.
Oh, you got it? Thank you. What did you announce for the choir?
You can announce. Yeah, yeah.
পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা। তুই কেটো বনের ডাল কাটালে, তুই কেটো বনের ডাল কাটালে, বুঝলো না তোর জ্বালা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা। রাম কৃষ্ণ বিনে বলে, ধন বিনে তোর বনে গেলে, রাম কৃষ্ণ বিনে বলে, ধন বিনে তোর বনে গেলে, ওরে ও কাঠুরে তুই এবার চাতুর বনে চলে, আমি জঙ্গলের ছাড়া, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা। আরো যদি যাস গিয়ে, রাজধানী দেখবি গিয়ে, আরো যদি যাস গিয়ে, রাজধানী দেখবি গিয়ে, ওরে ও কাঠুরে কোথায় সোনা দিলে মরি মানে না তোর মালা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা। দেহের মাঝে আছে শিব, যদি না পাস তারা দেশ, দেহের মাঝে আছে শিব, যদি না পাস তারা দেশ, ওরে ও কাঠুরে হরে রাম কৃষ্ণ চরণ, হরে রাম কৃষ্ণ চরণ, সেবন যার করেন কমলা, পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা, 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 পাঠুরে তুই দূর বনে যায় এই বেলা। মায়ের মতো মা পেয়েছি দেখবি যদি আয়, মায়ের মতো মা পেয়েছি দেখবি যদি আয়, অনেক তারে দেখলে পরে, অনেক তারে দেখলে পরে, পরাণ ভরে যায়, মায়ের মতো মা পেয়েছি দেখবি যদি আয়। মায়ের মুখে কি মধুর হাসি, ভাসিয়ে দেয় দুঃখ রাশি, কি মধুর হাসি, মায়ের মুখে কি মধুর হাসি, ভাসিয়ে দেয় দুঃখ রাশি, কি মধুর হাসি, হিয়ার মাঝে লক্ষ শশী, হিয়ার মাঝে লক্ষ শশী, কিরণ বিমান, মায়ের মতো মা পেয়েছি দেখবি যদি আয়। দেখলে তারে শুধু একটিবার, ভুলতে পারে সত্যিকার, দেখলে একটিবার, দেখলে তারে শুধু একটিবার, ভুলতে পারে সত্যিকার, দেখলে Now I'll request Rocknadi to come and sing few songs.
After 5 minutes. Today I'm just singing without any preparation and all the beautiful lectures the Swamijis have given us, how to reach him. And so all of a sudden I thought of this song. It's written by Becharab Chattopadhyay, one of the Brahma Sangit. And second one, I'll sing a song was very favorite of Swami Shahanandaji Maharaj because it was written by Vrindavan Chandra Gop, who was born in Swamiji's Habiganj. আমি ধন চাই না, মুক্তি চাই না, শুধু পদ অভিলাষী। দিন ভক্তে দেখা দাও হে আসি, ভক্ত বিলাসী। আমি ধন চাই না, মুক্তি চাই না, শুধু পদ অভিলাষী। তুমিরে আমার সর্বমূল আধার, My next song is really in anticipation for Maharaj's talk, next talk. This is from Rajani Kantoshens. শোনাও তোমার অমৃত বাণী, শোনাও তোমার অমৃত বাণী, অভাবে ডাকি, চরণে রাখি, অভাবে ডাকি, চরণে রাখি, শোনাও তোমার
ওই জায়গা অরূপ স্বরূপ
আমরা দেখি আসি।
দয়াল দয়াল
এইটা আপনাদের কথাটা হাতের কাছে আছে।
অরূপ স্বরূপ
সগুণ নির্গুণ দয়াল ভয়াল।
দয়াল দয়াল
লোকটা ধরে রাখিস। হুম। তুমি অরূপ স্বরূপ সগুণ নির্গুণ দয়াল ভয়াল হরি হে। আমি বুঝি আমি জানি আমি কেন মরি হে। তুমি অরূপ স্বরূপ সগুণ নির্গুণ দয়াল ভয়াল হরি হে। আমি কেন জানি আমি কেন মরি হে। রূপে এসেছি মনে না যাও তাহারি জীবন কাটাও। কি রূপে এসেছি মনে না যাও তাহারি কেন জীবন কাটাও। তুমি আমি আছো তোমারে পাবো। তুমি আমি আছো তোমারে পাবো। সেই শুধু মনে করি অরূপ স্বরূপ সগুণ নির্গুণ দয়াল ভয়াল হরি হে। রাখি যদি ন্যায়ের করুণা বিচারে বিচারে বারে আশারতা। রাখি যদি ন্যায়ের করুণা বিচারে বিচারে বারে আশারতা। আমি জানি শুনি আমারি দেবতারাই আমি প্রেমে মরি হে। রাখি যদি ন্যায়ের করুণা বিচারে বিচারে বারে আশারতা। আমি জানি শুনি আমারি দেবতারাই আমি প্রেমে মরি হে। তাই বলে ডাকে প্রাণ যাহা চায় ডাকিতে ডাকিতে হৃদয় জুড়ায়। তাই বলে ডাকে প্রাণ যাহা চায় ডাকিতে ডাকিতে জীবন জুড়ায়। যখন যে রূপে প্রাণ ভরে যায় যখন যে রূপে প্রাণ ভরে যায় তাই দেখি প্রাণ ভরি হে। তুমি অরূপ
to the choir for a beautiful program. Now, it's my great pleasure to invite Swami Sarvadevananda Maharaj to give his talk on Raja Yoga, manifest the divinity by controlling the mind and body. Not much need to introduce Swamiji. He's the spiritual head of the Vedanta Society of Southern California, which includes many, many, many branches, including this, of course, and Washington, D.C., and many others. I've had the privilege of knowing Swami Sarvadevananda since the very first day he came to this country. I remember, I was in Chicago at the time, and some of us came into Hollywood, and he had just flown in, and he spoke that night in Hollywood, and I remember getting to know him a little bit then, and it's been a really great privilege for me. I've had two of the most loving, most wonderful sadhus to work under that I don't know of any other sadhu as blessed as I am. First Swami Swamiji, now Swami Sarvadevananda.
We know that for sure.
Yes, and the zeal that Swami Swahanandaji had for spreading Vedanta with all the new centers was equaled only by Swami Sarvadevananda. So he was the perfect person to continue that kind of work. So I think we should all feel very, very grateful that he's also looking after this center. And we pray that he stays in good health for a long time and can keep coming there and also to Washington. So Maharaj, please.
Jananing Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padupadme Tayustitra Pranamami. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Our deep gratitude to Swami Atmagyanananda and all the devotees who are relentlessly trying to carry on this message of peace, message of harmony, message of spirituality, the genuine spiritual life, the search for that which is being carried out. We are all blessed under the guidance of Sri Ramakrishna and our ex-stalwart leaders. Really, I am thankful to Atmagyanananda Swami more because of all the trouble he takes for its own center, which he has built up under Swami Shahananda Maharaj's blessings, and continues to take care of this center. Then he goes to Pittsburgh, mostly in North Carolina, and other centers also. So it is to be blessed to be an instrument in the hand of the Lord. But few are so dedicated to sacrifice their personal needs and personal necessities of even physical health, but to serve Thakur, serve Sri Ramakrishna in others. So I'm also thankful to all of you and also Swami Atmagyanananda Maharaj. And there is my brother, we are together, Swami So we are together in early days, so we meet occasionally and that's a joyful meeting. And to be here, though we didn't talk much, but presence itself is very enjoyable. Now, all the music, thanks to Dola and our
Rata, quiet.
ভুলে যাবো, রত্না। Anyhow, and all the associates, that's a grand group where we can create a spiritual vibration in us. And it should be encouraged more and more, and it should flourish more and more. And the young generation who is coming forward, that's a wonderful thing. So I hope that this center will flourish more if we bring young blood as our next generation people. But we should not be off, we should be more into it to show them example. Now today, as we are hearing yesterday and today, the goal of life is fixed for us who are here. It is fixed. What is that? God realization. Simple thing. We are hearing yesterday from Sarvapayananda Swami and also Atmapayananda Swami. Today also we heard from Swami Prapandananda Ji. The goal of life is God realization. And the ways to reach the culmination of our spiritual sadhana is to that point where we will be perfectly pure, perfectly stainless. Perfectly mind will not have its dwelling and play in between. Swami Vivekananda used the word that how to manifest. Yesterday also you have heard about that. The word manifestation. Manifestation means is a very deep subject. Manifestation means it is not you are bringing something from outside. You are not purchasing something outside. Not that it is yours. You have to grab it from somewhere. It is here only to manifest. So our subject is manifestation, or the manifest the divinity by controlling the mind and body. That is simply Raja Yoga. What is the manifestation? Swamiji's wonderful quotation, which every time we quote, that is in this Raja Yoga talk. Each soul is potentially divine, meaning that divinity is our birthright, purity is our birthright. But we are off from that divinity, not because of divinity is gone somewhere else. It's obscured from some layers of our mind's play, the vagaries of the mind. We see the world through the mirror, and that is the only mirror, that is my mind. The world is a projection of us. We can understand that. You need not have to go for deep philosophy. Those people whom we call, they are mental patients. Where they live? Simply, where they live? They live with us. But they see the world differently. They see the sound. They see that someone is following that person. Even if helicopter is running over there, oh, they are searching for me. And they get tensed. They get worried. This is a fact of life. There is one devotee in our at age, very old age now, and she had been in some difficult time. So she always feels that someone in this next floor, there is some renter person, and she lives in the below, and they're in the night time, they're seeing some rays. They're burning my all the limbs. It's a reality. I am thinking, what she's a crazy person. But it's not a crazy person. Her mind is giving that idea that someone is following me and trying to kill me, do something harm to me. Though there is practicality nothing. And then one day, some of our friends bought that person to live above and brought a beautiful presentation of some gift, and then talked to them. And she's so sweet. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh. But she was thinking so many days that is the piercing ray of light, or some poisonous, poisoning my entire room. I cannot live here. And really, whole night is sleepless night. So we live in a mental condition. We see the world in this way, but Ramakrishna saw the whole world as mother, 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 nothing. All the saints are saying, Christian mystics, they say, Christ in the front, Christ in the back, Christ on the right, Christ on the left, Christ above, Christ below. That is the reality. The mind is pure, mind shows one thing, impure mind shows other things. So whole problem is to take care of our mind. World is all God. There is nothing but God. In happiness and in misery, we read the Swami Vivekananda's poem. There's nothing but God and God alone. So how to reach that state? Upanishad says what? Dhyanam upasasva iti. You meditate on that. But you are not, you are restless, you are disturbed, you are allowing your mind to run wherever it lies. And you carry those impressions in your mind and you live in that impression. Dayotivo Prithivi, Dayontivo Antariksham, Dayontivo those. So look at that, the entire cosmos is all silent and meditating. The sky is meditating, the stars are meditating, the earth is meditating. Everywhere is peace, peace, peace. And you are only disturbed. So the Upanishad is guiding us. Dhyanam upasasva iti. You do upasana to gods and goddesses in forms and divinities. You worship. Now think you worship meditation. Try to meditate. Let meditation be your worship. How will you meditate? And as Swami said, that each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest that divinity by controlling nature. That is the nature. Two nature. One is the external nature, another is the internal nature. External nature always handles heat, cold, storm to protect us. The scientific development in external. And in the mental science, internal. Our spiritual life starts here, internal. To control, but two factors are very important. To take care of the external, you need to take care of your body. Spirituality is not for the weak people. As we understand, we have become old now. So how our meditation gets affected, how our thinking gets affected. We sit for meditation, backache, pain, leg, arm, and this problem, that problem. That is creating a trouble, not allowing me to move freely. It's a strong body and a strong mind. Swami Vivekananda said, we are muscles of iron and nerves of steel. That means the physical part. And in that, there will be a mind, which will be as soft as flower. And that's strong, like a thunderbolt. On cases of principles of spirituality and things, strong and firm. And for you, anything in the world, soft, so that it feels the suffering of others, feels the pain of others, feels the identity with the others. And that dual practice should be continued. So we need a strong body and we need a firm mind also, pure mind. So whole spiritual life, therefore, is purifying the mind. We are always talking about, when we talk about one yoga, naturally we glorify that. Why? So that we follow that. But we cannot really separate out. My topic to Raja Yoga, meditation, but just bringing this issue because it is continuously, this is the problem we are faced with, and our mind challenges that. What is higher, what is lower, this right, is wrong. Question is that we are a mixture of all the four sentiments. One, we have four nature, no? All of us, more or less, four nature. One may be dominant, another less. One is, our nature is active nature. We always work. Another is our emotional nature. We love someone. We dislike someone. The same mental level and emotional level. We analyze right and wrong. What is good for me? What is bad for me? What is right? What is wrong? From material gain to the spiritual gain. Vichar, jnana. And then bhakti. And then dhyana. Meditation. Whom we love, we meditate unconsciously. Whatever I like ice cream, I meditate on ice cream. When we eat, immediately thought of ice cream comes. Because you love that subject, that is the normal thing, is that because you love, mind goes for that. So these are the four faculties we are born with. One, develop one side, only one-sided journey was the old path, Jnana path, only Jnana path. We don't care for other things. Extreme. Bhakti path is only bhakti. The bhaktas don't like them Advaita Vedantis at all. And the bhaktas also, Jnani also think bhaktas are something. Dhyan is a thing that we are greater than others. No? So always there is a misunderstanding about this thing. It is we are the victim of all the four faculties within us. We can direct all of them towards God. That's the uniqueness of Sri Ramakrishna. That's the uniqueness of Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Premishananda's letters, you can read again and again. It will clarify in such a way that they are not separate, but goal is only one. Use all the faculties. It expedites your journey. 24 hours becomes spiritual journey then. But today now, let me focus a little bit on our subject of our controlling the mind and body. Controlling the mind and body. To control the mind and body means not for controlling mind, only for the body, some purpose is only control. No. End result is that taking control of the body, making a strong body, powerful body, which will allow me to sit for long meditation, which will allow me to do thinking whole night to japa. You will not be feeling tired after doing that. So it's to direct us towards God. And mind control, controlling the mind, the vagaries of the mind, which wastes our energy. How much energy? We have tremendous energy. If we redirect our energy into the proper way, as is the principle of meditation. Meditation is the collecting the rays of mind, is direct, different, moving in different direction, bringing it to one focus. And that becomes a tremendous power. The rays of light are dissipated. It gets into waste. But when it's brought into the focus, it can really generate energy, tremendous energy to burn a paper or burn something more with a powerful tool like that. So our mind gets wasted. If we think from morning to night, how many useful thoughts I thought? How many wasteful thoughts I have allowed my mind to dwell on? That's why Ramakrishna said, don't look at the newspaper. But we cannot live with that. But Sri Ram in an extreme. Why he says that? Meaning, you are utilizing your mind in what? Even a single negative thought you are indulging into your mind, you will have to pay back. Even a noble thought you are thinking, you will get its benefit. Any negative thought for 1 second you do, it does not die away during that. It's not the wastage of time of that time. But it goes to the substratum of your mind and creates a samskara. Therefore, we should be very much careful to control our mind. not for the good of others, not for the benefit or redeeming the world, but for redeeming myself. I have so much garbage in my mind. Already it is stored. Life after life, life after life, consciously or unconsciously, we have done those. And now also we are spending our time. It should not be wasted like that. Redirect it towards higher goal. And that higher goal, we can say, that's your subject. What is your subject? You may be Saguna, you may be Nirguna, you may be Sakara, Nirakara, to that different points they say. But to focus, that's right. The Tada Drashtu Swarupa Avusthana. The Drashta, the witness, will then be established in his Swarupa, in his essential divine nature. Otherwise, Vritti Sarupyam Idaraktra. In other times, our mind is always jumping with the thoughts, whatever I am carrying. I am thinking of anything that is like throwing a stone into the calm lake of my mind. And as I throw a stone, it creates immediate one reaction, spills over to water, and disturbs the calmness and serenity. And not only it creates a momentary reaction, good, happiness, pleasure, pain, all these can create. And we are bombarding all those stones through our eyes, through our ears, through our nose, through our tongue, through our skin, all the 24 hours bombarding with infinite number of stones and stones and stones. That's why it is said, throw stone of your mantra. That will create, not only create the immediate reaction, good feeling, but it will create a substratum, which will be divine and divine and divine and divine. So the 24 hours, we have to be careful, the vritti sarupam. In other time, our mind takes the form of the object, what you are thinking, what you are seeing. I am seeing you. It's immediately coming into my mind and creating an image. It has created a ripple in my mind, and it goes down, immediately creating a ripple, and we match with our past experience and see, oh, this is Vijayago. Understand? So, how to recognize? Your brain immediately tells you, old people forgetting things, there's a different thing. But it tries to keep some record. Old album. Google engine. Google engine it does simple big thing nowadays, but our brain, God has given from our childhood a Google engine here. It collects on all the past formula, the photographs are there, albums are there, and immediately plugs into itself, projects it. So it is immediately when I say see, it is a vritti sarupam, it takes the form of the vritti. And that vritti immediately recollects from the past. Its good memories coming good, bad memories bringing bad. And it gets now, again, it settles down into the substratum again. And now you think it is not one stone. Millions of stones are thrown every day. How many pictures we are immediately getting, looking at anyone, it's always creating one. So that's why our mind is so distracted. We want shanti, peace. How the peace will come? If it is mind, the surface of the lake is always turbulent. Can you see the full moon? Suppose the full moon night. What a beautiful night. And you want to see the reflection of this moon. But the moon is there. Reflection is there. But it's the infinite number of ripples and bubbles. You can see a little spark of little light maybe. That is a different beauty. But if you know the light, then you see Sarvam Kallidam Brahma. That's okay. You are advanced soul. But for we ordinary people, what do we see? We don't see anything. We see the garbage. The whole world is full of garbage. And my mind shows it. So this disturbance is always taking off from our balance, us off our balance. Shanti, peace, joy, bliss. We never get a touch of that. So that's why it is suggested that these vrittis will be either bringing joy or suffering, pleasure or pain. It is bound to bring all this because it has its own association or immediate association. And then these go into the substrate. Now, second time when it comes, either it gives the same reaction or intensifies it, either good or bad, whatever. So our struggle, we understand, if we want to really see the full moon reflected and every pore of the water is lighted inside, no? That's why, when meditation people get successful, they see their inner heart full of light and joy, and they see the joy outside. You feel, just imagine a beautiful, calm, serene lake, and the moon is full moon night, and reflected on the lake. Light, 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 light everywhere. And in the reflection you go, and the light percolates into the deep bottom of the waters. So our mind, that is called spiritual experience realization. Antar vahi jadi hari tapasya tatak kim. All your tapasya ends there. Because antar and vahi, inside you are seeing the same divine light. Outside you cannot see anything but divine light. Until and unless the vrittis of the mind are taken care of. So this is our major subject. Body we know. Though we know, but we don't follow the body exercises. How many of us do regular exercise? Physical exercise. Young people don't do that. Old people are forced to do. Young people do when they get little weight loss, that is the problem. But the old people, I want to do, but I don't want to go. Our Swami Sahananda Maharaj used to say, why to torture the body? So, bodily, we should have to do exercise, but that you all know and how to take care. There are other people, they can suggest us. So many ways of doing exercises. But the mental body, here is the question. What to do, how to do this mental transformation. Then Patanjali then suggested that now pratyahara. What is pratyahara is a technical term, very difficult to understand. No, it is so simple. Fill your mind with tajapa, tadartha bhavanam. Simple. Do japa. You say cow, image will come. You say Rama, Rama's image will come. So we have to do such things that the ripples of our mind will be only one ripple. And one Ramakrishna ripple, another Ramakrishna ripple. Third one is Ramakrishna ripple. Fourth one is Ramakrishna ripple. So as time is passing, but it will not be at the beginning. It may be one ripple of Ramakrishna and 1,000 other ripple. Maybe one ripple again come after 1,000 ripples. All this come. Oh, again, you remember. So this is the gap between our ripples. But spiritual life is how to close down the gap. That's why when you sit for meditation, we try to bring our gurus teach us, bring back your mind wherever it is roaming with the other ripples. Enough done, come here now. So to make the ripple of your Ishta, and also understanding its meaning, it may be Saguna, it may be Nirguna, as I am saying, that is a different subject. One God. Whether you like Saguna or Nirguna or Saguna, Nirguna, this song you sang just now. Dayalo, Hori hai. You are Dayal, you are Bayal, you are all Hori. Saguna, Nirguna. So you are Saguna, you are Nirguna. So we are hearing all the time that people are unnecessarily fight. You like Saguna, do Saguna, you like Nirguna, Nirguna. Your mantra carries everything. Guru has given us the mantra which carries everything. So now hit your mind on this point again and again and again and again. And that if we can continue to do that, then what will happen? One vritti, another vritti. The gap between the vrittis will be shortened and shortened, and then Bahu vritti, then will come ekakara chitta vritti rudeti. Then out of that, eko akar, only one big giant wave of one wave of Ramakrishna will arise. And when the vritti is a principle, you get the knowledge when vritti drops. Suppose there is a wave. When wave subsides, then the knowledge flashes. This is the gap between one wave and another wave. If it is the axis line, that is God line. When the axis it goes above, it is separated from that. Our mind is distracted. But when it touches the axis and another arises, there is a gap. Very fine time period. And this time period we actually touch God. So if one vritti of our Ramakrishna thought, another vritti of Ramakrishna thought, or whatever your Ishtadeva, Devata, Devi, then it gap wave becomes little and less and less and less. Then the span of the presence of feeling of God will continuously be with us. And if that is done, then tada drashta, in that state, drashta, who is witnessing, trying to see, trying to build a mind, trying to catch the mind, trying to get into peace, Swarupe, it will be established in his own divine nature. So in short, I will say this is the philosophy. Follow the instruction of the Guru. Our Gurus kindly gave us this beautiful path of meditation and japa. Mother says japa. These are very useful tools to go to control our mind. Mind will get a taste. Mind does not get the taste, that's why it does not go there. Suppose in this country we cannot talk about puchka. Suppose if we say puchka, those are old timer in Calcutta, our mind goes there, no? You see immediately the mind says, ha ha ha. No. Similarly, one Ramakrishna will make a ha ha ha. That will come. When the mind will be repeatedly doing this, and mind will give up his other distractions, and mind must feel the joy. Because the mind does not feel. We have not given the mind a test. What is the good food? What is the nice food? That's why mind runs into the puchkas, McDonald's, French fries. So it goes because we are familiar with that joy, but we are not familiar that there is a peace, there is a perfect joy, and so much silence inside that it is superb. So we have to get a little touch of that. That's why meditation, dhanam, upasasriti. That's why Guru said that to try to meditate in the morning, meditate in the evening, meditate. And also he said, keep a part, Ramakrishna's advice, keep a part of your mind in God. Like a toothache. So I have no toothache now, how can I feel that, remember that? But God, make God your toothache. Ramakrishna's idea. No? So how we can do, remember, in every suffering and in every joy, every pleasure and every pain, we feel his touch. No? So that type of awareness to build up and to practice meditation is one part of the mind should always connect inside. There's to connect inside. As I said, outside is a projection of the mind. Unless I purify my mind, world will be the same way as I am seeing today. It will not change. But as much mind becomes clear, so much the internal purity comes and the vision will open up and it will say, it is all the divine. It is nothing but that transcendental reality or God's Leela. God smiling, God is playing in diverse room. Only the purification of the mind that comes by meditation. So this is the time is short, and our idea should be that we must have to practice meditation. And how? Followed by our teachers who guides us, and to follow them every day, regularly, and every time we think of God, our mind gets a touch of purity. As a negative thought, you bring again and again, mind becomes impure. You see a good boy or a girl coming into an association, outside association. We live in areas where drug and drinking are rampant, no? So you did not have to worry about anything. Just out of our center, go 2 minutes down the slope. There is drug, and drug is free, so you can go. And when you get influenced by that, that so much attraction is there. It's very difficult to hold us back into our consciousness. That's why awareness, awareness, awareness. So, before I end, I will have to emphasize again the same point that meditation will not be possible unless you have rationality or understanding. Why shall I meditate on God if I am happy with puchka? What is the purpose of my doing anything if I am happy with it? So we have to understand there is greater happiness, analyze little bit of the world that it is what is. I want permanent joy. I want permanent peace. I want permanent happiness. Can this food, can this drink, can this friendship, can this give me? It cannot. So what am I to do? Shall I be loser in this my life? Whole life I will spend myself in this wasting my time and energy. So jnana is needed. If jnana is not there, bhakti cannot happen. How shall I love someone? Suppose a boy loves a girl. In the eyes of the boy, the girl is so beautiful, so much talented. That means he has the knowledge, wisdom. Want to know, oh, she knows singing. Oh, she knows she's a very good artist. All these good qualities, everything adds to the knowing the glory of God. That means vichara is necessary, discrimination is necessary. Discrimination means discernment is necessary. And without that, you cannot love someone. We love always what is best. Between the two job situation, we love what? With my talent, if one gives 100,000 offer, another gives 120,000. Shall I wait for 100,000 or go to 120,000? Because it's a natural thing. Where is my gain? So this analysis is necessary, vichara is necessary, jnana. Bhakti, unless I love, what is use of knowledge? I only know. But if I have no connection, I cannot generate some loving touch, then what is the use? So devotion to God is necessary. Without devotion, knowledge fails. That is like driving the car without any gas pedal. I am holding the steering, but gas pressure, gas is off or then it is depressed and it does not move. That means there is no gas. The emotion is not there, love is not there. Your car will not move. Your car is full of gas and you put gas pressure, running emotion, but no steering control. Where it will go? Jnana without bhakti, bhakti without jnana, both blind. And then, if you are driving, why are you driving? The goal should be fixed. That is, samadhi is my goal. Absolute peace is my goal. Absolute state of perfection is my goal. Manifestation of divinity within is my goal. And that you have to repeat your mind again and again. Bring the mind into focus. I am going to this destination. I am going to this destination. I am going to this destination. And to do that with jnana, bhakti, and karma. Karma is particularly a whole day for whom I am slaving. This world becomes really very difficult to survive. Everyone complains, I do so much for my family. I do so much for this. No one recognizes me. And why one will recognize you? You will be free to do because you are doing for God. You are blessed that you have been given the chance to do service to God. So if that feeling is not there, it is a duty, it is a midday sun, it only scorches the soul. It is slavery. It does not give you freedom. What cannot give you slave freedom unless the spiritual value is brought into it, it is service to God. So you see that all these four faculties are to be utilized in life. You may be predominantly maybe Bhakta more, but without your knowledge, without your meditation, without your selfless work, you cannot progress in spirituality. It is one-sided. And that was long ruled our Indian spiritual traditions. Only bhakti, day and night go to the temple and then clean and wash and this and that. And see, all the pujaris are doing all the time. I'm not saying they are bad or good, but they are doing. But that's a one-sided way. But can you blend all this in the life? That is the Swami Vivekananda's idea and Ramakrishna's idea. So that's why I concluded this statement that Swami Vivekananda said, I shall give you dry, hard reasons, softened in the sweetest syrup of love, made spicy with intense karma, and cooked in the kitchen of yoga, so that even a baby can easily digest it. So this is the holistic Vedanta in practice. Jnana, karma, yoga, bhakti. I shall give you dry, hard reasons. It is dry. This, not this, not this, this Maya, this Maya, this Maya. Yes, have it. But don't have it only. It will be dry. And I shall give you dry, hard, and sweet, softened in the sweetest syrup of love. Put some syrup. I'm doing for my self-realization, to understand what is the ultimate truth. I'm doing for that, no? And I love and I pray, whatever in Saguna way and Nirguna way. And then intense karma. The spice, no? Spice of life is karma. Karma makes everyone spicy. Because that's very difficult area, because always running comes, ego comes. And then cooked in the kitchen of yoga. Meditate every day. Sit down, blend all these ideas in the morning, in the night, when you are sitting in just to yourself. Look at the nature. Look at how the nature is calm. Why I am so disturbed? By my intrinsic nature, it is soft. Why I am doing that? And blend all these things. And Swamiji says that even a baby, spiritual babies we can just easily digest it and make it a point of our life. So thank you all for coming and joining. And thanks again to the music and the young children's participation, and the mothers are there. So mothers should be more involved here also in their own field. And you have talked a few points today about what is called the students, children's of. So we'll do some other activities also. So please join all these things and smile and be to the center and add whatever we can. Okay. And add to the spirituality and join in that spiritual journey. It is a spiritual journey for us. So let us make the place a place of attraction for all of us. Thank you all. And if you have any questions, few minutes.
Questions from our
All right, thank you. Your message was very valuable and relevant for all of us. As some of us, including myself, we are practicing meditation. We are looking at the destination. You mentioned about the destination. You'll find the destination. Does the destination change as you discover more? Like Rabindranath Tagore said, "Joto jani, toto jani ne." So that's the dilemma I often go through. Where will meditation take me, and where do I get that jnana?
Yes, there is true. Is there end of knowing? If you say that you know, our Upanishads say you don't know. If you say you have known, then you know that you don't know. Because knowing is an object and you are the subject. You know. And knower is always bigger than the object he knows. I know the chair. I am bigger than chair. I know the sun. My internal nature is bigger than that. So I cannot know. I can be. So what is the goal? And what is our target? Upanishad says, the rishis who have experienced that, Ramakrishna, he experienced it. What he says? There is a state beyond mind. মনের ওপারে কোথা কোন দেশ শশী তপনের নাহি পরবেশ নব হাসি রাশি উজ্জ্বলের বিদেশ কি কিরণ বরসী. So your smile, that smile of bliss and joy, but it's everywhere. So মনের ওপারে, we cannot know. Knowing is a program fixed in mind. Mind or intellect to know. I, the knower. But you cannot know. You can be. But we start like that. If someone says, I want to know the sun, how big is this? Okay. Now, I say a sun is 36 inches round ball of fire. Yes, I know. When he's away from me, I know. Now take a rocket in spiritual journey. Move on. As you said, horizon increases, no? The sun becomes bigger. I recognize the sun is becoming bigger. Because what I wanted at the first, I do not know. I wanted that absolute. But first I saw it in a limited perspective. And then let my spiritual journey move on and on and on. And then what will happen? Go closer and closer, million miles away. What will you see? You see right, left, everywhere. You go further close. Then the tool with which you are going to meet and measure the sun, that will be sucked into the sun. Who is the calculator who was thinking, I will reach, where shall I reach? His ego dies. That's the end of journey. কি আছে না রবীন্দ্রনাথের এই আমি জানা আমার ফুরাবে না আপনাকে এই জানা আমার ফুরাবে না আর এই জানার সাথে এই যে এই জানার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে তোমায় জানা, that is also not pain. Rabindranath, just take these two lines, then we'll understand. That means নিজেকে জানা, who am I? আমি ভাবছিলাম এইটুকু, I am this much, but expansion will happen simultaneously, both sides. And as I know you, you become bigger. যত কাছে কাছে যাব আমি, তত দূরে দূরে রবে তুমি। ফুরাবে না আমি, ফুরাবো না তুমি, তোমাতে আমাতে হব একাকার। So I will be endless, you will be endless. That is, I merge into the ocean of joy. Then I drop dice. Your goal will be restrained, I will die. Whether you fall in Bhakti path, Jnana path, wherever, drop of identity, this much me, body, mind, complex understanding through my mind ability, it will have to die. And then when it will die, then it will be one with the absolute. But who will say that? Ramakrishna could not say that. He said that I come down 10 cubic down from that experience to say drinking water, I shall drink water, a word coming out of the mouth. When that experiential level is coming down so low, then only he can express a word. So that is the goal fixed by the seers of truth. Brahmaivayidagam sarvam, Upanishad is declaring. In Rabindranath's song you go, plenty of examples you'll find is talking about that absolute. So that is the goal, and that goal I do not see. I do not see the sun to be that big. Scientists are saying so, but I can see this ball of fire. Let me move towards that ball of fire. Let me target what Guru has given us, the chosen ideas. move towards that. And that will lead automatically, expansion of the heart will open. It will be finding the reality more and more. And when it reaches the point, Ami Mole Guchibe Janja, Ramakrishna said. And Vedanta, I am thou. Two ways. Bhakti says, I have nothing. Naham, 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 naham. Tuhu, tuhu, tuhu. Oh Lord, you are everything, you are everything. My ego get limited. And ego should be zero. Nagma side has no zero. Zero ego. And that's why Swamiji said, Nagma side, the whole of East Bengal, to the East Bengal ke aalo kore rekhechhe. It has make the whole East Bengal lighted by Nagma side. Huh? So his ego is so zero, you can Mahamaya could not bind. This Nagmahasa said that Mahamaya is trying to tie it with a knot. And as tight she does, Nagmahasa goes beyond the hole. And the smallest hook, he also passes to that. That is ego is gone. See, and spirituality, but Vedanta, I am not the body, not the mind, I am the infinite, I am left, I am birthless, deathless, timeless, spaceless, go on. But do you end? The frog of the well, beginning a jump, this much is your sun, there's some ocean, this big is your ocean, this big is your, and take a boom and die. Then the frog understand, I cannot know him, I can be. The drop can be ocean, but drop cannot know ocean. So that's why egoless. When ego merges, dies, and goal fixed by the seers of truth, Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Holy Mother talking about that. They themselves are the example. Upanishad, all the Bhagavad Gita, all the scriptures are talking about that. So believing on them, thinking that idea, let us make a journey, following Guru's instruction, you will reach the goal. When perfectly, you will be perfectly free from all ego. Oh,
Yeah, Maharaj, I have an elementary question. Is there a connection between Raja Yoga and Rajasic Guna? And also, perhaps you could talk about, are there some gunas which are more appropriate to certain yogas?
Oh. Yoga, Rajasic Guna, three gunas. It's called the three gunas. Gita has elaborately talked about Sattvika Rajguna, Rajaguna, Tamaguna. The three qualities by which the combination and permutation and combination is this whole universe, our physical body, our mind, all are created by this five, what you call these three gunas. And three gunas, Sattvika quality means where purity manifests more. Like a transparent glass, and you see the light coming down. This is Sattvika quality. Rajasic is little arrogance, ego, pride, dominating over the others. Those qualities is a Rajasic quality. And Tamasic is dullness, carelessness, meanness, unkindness, brutality. Those are the words. So these three gunas is found in everywhere in nature. That's called the Rajasic quality, etc. But it has totally different. Raja Yoga is the yoga, means the union to the path followed by the kingly path. Good GPS. That's the point. Okay. So thank you all. Then keep well and keep in good health.
Like to see
Body.
you more than once a year.
Body and mind. Body and mind. And both as this topic today. Okay. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Paramastu. So thanks to
to all of our speakers. I was reminded of something when you were talking about Sri Ramakrishna's examples. We should remember God like the person with the toothache. So one of our Swamis said that how wonderful a teacher Sri Ramakrishna was. He not only taught transcendental yoga, he taught dental yoga. So if we have a tea break now, we're a little bit, 10 minutes off schedule, not too bad. So we're supposed to be back at 5:30, say 5:40. But still, try not to take too much time. 5:40 we'll come back and we'll have oddity and meditation. Should I do the closing remarks now? Yeah. Okay, closing remarks are really just thanks to everyone that so much is done behind the scenes with the volunteer workers and all the preparation that's done and the groundwork and preparing for puja and arranging for food and everything. That the real volunteers are the ones we don't see. They stay in the background. So special thanks to all of them. And is Dan here? Special thanks to Dan. We have somebody here, not only a willing worker, but knowledgeable. It's for all types of construction work and everything. So he's a great asset. And to everyone, it's not our practice to mention individual names or praise people or anything, because the blessing of work is enough. If we do it in order to get recognized, then we're not getting the full benefit. So everyone knows, but still, we like to express our gratitude. Swami Prapananandji Maharaj, so nice that he could come. We hope that he'll come more often. And Sarvapriyananji, who of course wasn't able to stay, and to the wonderful concert that we had this morning. And we hope Swami Sarvadevananji will, of course, come as often as possible. And everyone, please support the center. And I always remember something that Swami Swahanandi said to me when he shipped me off to Washington. You know, I was very happy in California. And he kind of shipped me off. I wasn't very happy about it. And he said that you'll find that it's a great blessing to do pioneer work, to be involved in the beginning of the center. And he was 100% right, that you're all really pioneers. I know the center has a long history. It goes back over 30 years at least, but still, now that it's really formed with a permanent place and everything. And there's still a need for the expansion. We really need a place with a nice kitchen and dining hall and a place where the Swamis can stay when they come. Still a bit of a debt to pay off. So we do need some financial help, but we need people mostly to feel connected to the center, feel that oneness with the center, and have a desire to serve. They lead best who serve best. This is really what we require in every walk of life, every center, and everything. To have people who really they take joy in serving, and it'll be a blessing to yourselves also, each and every one of us. We find how much joy there is. This is really converting karma yoga into worship, and this is what we all have to try to do. And we all pray to Thakur, Swamiji, all the direct disciples, that this center will continue to grow, and it'll be a great blessing for so many people. And let me personally thank everyone for all the hospitality and love that everybody shows when we come here. So now we'll break and we'll have our tea time, and then arati and meditation, and then when you're ready to leave after meditation, we won't have to do anything else. I know not everyone can stay at that time. So again, our heartfelt thanks to all of you.
5:30.
Yeah. We'll give an extra 15 minutes.
5:45.
Yeah. So 5:45 we'll do arati, and then we'll skip the final message. Final thanks.
Final message you can say.
I am fine. I will know my tone. I am mobile caller.
प्रभु तुम्ही तम भंजनहार नमो नमो प्रभु भगवनाथित नमो नमो प्रभु भगवनाथित मन वचन एकाधार प्रभु मन वचन एकाधार ज्योति ज्योति उजल विधि कंदर ज्योति ज्योति उजल विधि कंदर तुम्ही तम भंजनहार प्रभु तुम्ही तम भंजनहार रंग रंग आगे अंग संग मृदंग रंग भंग बाजे अंग संग मृदंग गाइছে छंद भक्त वृंद आरती তোমার গাইছে ছন্দ ভक्त বৃন্দ আরতি তোমার জয় জয় আরতি তোমার হর হর আরতি তোমার শিব শিব আরতি Guru Maharaj Ji ki jai. Om Nitam Tamachala Gunade Gunedra Natam Devam Sakarunam Tavapada Padamam Mohamakasam Bahukritam Nakaje Jagoham Tasmat Todeva Sharanam Mamadena Bandhu Gopim Harasya Majanam Bhavaveda Kari Gachantalam Suvipulam Vamanaya Tattvam Makrodritanti Trivile Nacha Bhavi Kinche Tasmat Tameva Sharanam Mahadeva Bandhu Tejastaranti Tarasam Vaikrita Krishna Rage Krite Rita Padre Vaira Krishna Maratam Tavapadam Maranoni Nasham Tasmat karoti kalusham Ari Shantam Shivam Suvimalam Tavanam Yasmadaham Vasharano Jagadekapamyam Tasmat Tvameva Sharanam Mahadeva Om Sthavakaya Dharmasya Sarvadharma Swarupine Avatarvadishtaya Rama Krishnaya Te Namah Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Rama Krishnaya Namo Namah Om Namo Shri Bhagavate Rama Krishnaya Namo Namah Om Namo Shri Bhagavate Rama Krishnaya Namo Namah Sarvamangala Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Srishti Sthiti Vinashana Shakti Bhute Sanatari Gunamoye Narayani Namostute Sharanam Dinata Paritranam Padayane Sarvasharti Hare Narayani Namostute Jaya Narayani Namostute Jaya Narayani Namostute Jaya Narayani Namostute जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय, जय महामाई की जय, जय स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय।